God, how can someone be so gorgeous? What? What are you talking about? Rachel Burke, she's on The Tonight Show giving an interview for her new movie, Scarlet. She looks mesmerizing in her diamond-studded gown. Why do you like her so much? The real question is, why shouldn't someone like her? She is an empowering woman in her real life. She stands up against the prejudice of the entertainment industry. And she is one of the kindest and versatile celebrities in the country. I see no reason not to follow her. Good for you, but shouldn't you be studying for tomorrow's test? We have a test? On what subject? Calculus? I think the professor knew this might happen, which is why he specifically pointed at you and said, I hope somebody does not forget about this test. Well, what do you know? It just vanished from my mind. I am doomed for tomorrow. I am sending you some important problems. Practice them so that you get average marks at least. I take a few pictures of my notebook and send them to Minnie. She sends me a heart emoticon, and I switch to the browser to look someone up. Rachel Burke, my mother. I should be happy that my mother is a loved celebrity, right? But how should I be happy for someone who does not even acknowledge my existence, simply because that would jeopardize her career? She has not even revealed that she is married. My father, although he handles it very maturely, gets hurt when he sees her co-stars blatantly flirting with her. The way he hugs me whenever he watches her on TV clearly says he feels distraught by it, which he tries to hide by consoling me. He says that no matter what, he will always support her in her career, even if it meant staying in the darkness. The door to my room opens and Dad walks in. His gaze falls on my phone that had Mom's interview playing on YouTube. She looks great, doesn't she? I chose that dress for her. Secretly, of course, he said. Is she coming home tonight? I asked, after shutting my phone off. Of course she would. Your mom would never miss your birthday, especially now that you are turning sweet 16, he said while pinching my cheek. His face showed uncertainty. He himself was not sure if she would come or not. Go to sleep now. If she comes, I will ask her not to disturb you. You need to rest properly to give your test. Good night. I love you. I love you too, Dad. Hey, love. Has Jenna gone to sleep already? Yeah, she has a test tomorrow, so I made her sleep early. Aw, my baby. I wish her the best on behalf of me as well. Why don't you say that yourself? Are you not coming home tonight after all? This is why I messaged you. I and the Scarlet team are flying out tonight for the promotions, so I would be unavailable for 4 days. What? But tomorrow's her birthday, Rach. I won't stop you, but at least postpone it for a day, please. I can't. I am really very sorry. I know Jenna would be upset. So please tell her that I will arrange a big party for her once I am back from the promotions. I will also buy her some gifts while I am away. You should stop giving fake promises that you can't fulfill. Rachel left me on read. I don't know what was going through her mind right now, but I was not happy with her decision. This was hard for me. I can't imagine what Jenna was feeling like. I was going to pick her up from school after her test ended and take her to her favorite places, followed by a dinner party with my family and friends. I couldn't feel the absence caused by Rachel, but I could try my best to keep my daughter happy on her special day. She will understand when she grows up, Susan, my manager, said, looking at my sad expression. But she needs me. I am going to regret it someday, I replied. The ride to the airport was silent after that. Susan informed me that a private jet was ready and that the movie team and my co-actor Paul had already arrived. When we reached, I excused myself, saying that I needed to use the washroom. I checked whether there was anyone in the washroom, and after I was sure that I was alone, I recorded a message for Jenna. Hey, baby. I know you were expecting to see me beside you today, but I had some work. I wish you a happy birthday. You are so grown up now. but you will always remain my small baby. I love you a lot, and please forgive me for missing your birthday. I will be back soon. Bye. I send the video message to her and walk out of the washroom. I see Paul waiting for me by the gate. Let's go. Our flight is ready to take off. He tried to hold my hand, but I refused it subtly. He did not mind and kept walking alongside. I have an announcement to make. Well, not exactly an announcement, but you get it. I will do it after we come back, and I just wanted to inform you. Pretty nervous about it, but once I do it, I will feel relieved, he said. I was oblivious to what he wanted to say. We get to our seats, and I immediately wear an eye mask, preparing to fall asleep. I was going to miss my family. Next day. Dad was standing by my bed with a small box in his hand. The moment I opened my eyes, he burst a party popper and sang the birthday song. Happy birthday, princess. Today is all about you. So after you are done with your tests, pack your bags and come out. I have already talked to your principal about the half-day leave. We are going to enjoy Jenna style, he said and went to prepare breakfast. When I switched my phone on, I saw that I had a message from Mom. I smiled throughout the video. It hurt, but I expected to face it. At least she managed to send her wishes. Happy birthday, bestie! Moving closer to adulthood. I can't believe how fast time flies. Thank you. I sent her a heart emoticon. What are your plans for today, birthday girl? I will be leaving after the test. Dad is taking me somewhere. We will have a party tonight. I wish I could go with you. Enjoy your birthday. I will see you tonight. First, we need to deal with this test. I know, and I regret taking calculus. The day passed quickly. My test went well, and Dad surprised me by taking me to my favorite places. Both of us missed Mom's presence, but we shifted our focus on the good and enjoyed it to the fullest. At the party, I received many gifts from my grandparents and my uncles. Minnie bought me a pretty phone case, which made me realize that I still needed to change out my ragged case. While I was cutting the cake, Minnie took my phone to record and take pictures. She was checking whether the picture turned out good, but came across the video from my mom. She walked inside the kitchen and played it. What is all this? She mumbled to herself. I heard her and placed a hand on her shoulder. What are you doing? I asked. Is she related to you? Why is she calling you her baby? She pauses for a moment and suddenly widens her eyes. Is Rachel Burke your mom? I sigh in sadness. Yeah, she did not want to reveal it yet, which is why we never shared it with anyone. I hope you understand. This is something serious, but don't worry, my mouth is zipped on this topic. Can I ask you something, though? Go ahead. How is she as a mom? She asked, biting her nails as she anticipated for an answer. I honestly don't know how to answer that, but I guess she is good. She stays away a lot, but when she does come home, she never leaves my side. Minnie says nothing after that and takes me back to the party. No doubt she was a trustworthy friend, but I was still scared. What if somehow this was accidentally revealed to the world? 4 days later. Change of plans. We are postponing our departure. I was packing my bags in my hotel room when I saw this message from my manager. I was puzzled and restless because I had promised my family that I would come back soon. Why wasn't this discussed with me before postponing? I have prior commitments as well. I know about your prior commitments, but this is more important. How dare you say that this is more important than my family? Are you even aware of your words? This is for your own good, Rachel. Just wear the dress I am sending and come down. There will be a car waiting for you. Head inside and let the driver drive you to the location. If you do this, I will book an early flight for you. This was such a ridiculous situation, but I had to follow her orders, or I would be breaking our contract, resulting in me paying for the damages. Good morning, love. How are you? How is Jenna? We are doing well. When will your flight arrive today? Susan has scheduled something. I don't think I will be able to fly back today. I am so angry, but I can't reject her due to the contract. Message me when you are back. I went offline after that. He was terribly upset with me, but controlled himself. Someone rang the doorbell and I checked to see who it was. When I opened the door, the bellboy stood with a dress and a box in his hands. I thanked him and quickly changed out of my clothes into the dress, applying a simple makeup. I needed to get this done with quickly. The box had a pair of heels that suited the dress. I wore them and combed my hair. I didn't have to style them as they held the curls from last night's event. Going down, I sit in the car and the driver starts the journey. We arrive at a high-end restaurant that was decorated beautifully. I see Susan standing at the entrance and she escorts me inside. I would highly appreciate it if you discuss things with me in the future, I say. Don't worry, you wouldn't get a chance to complain in the future, she retorted. We reach a door, and as the door opens, I hear shutters going off as the flashes almost blind my eyes. Please welcome our main lead, Miss Rachel Burke, the MC says, and everyone starts clapping. I see Paul standing on the stage wearing a maroon suit with a rose in his hand. I felt like I was walking down an aisle, with Susan escorting me and bringing me to Paul as his bride. He grabs my hand and helps me up the stage. The MC hands him a microphone and walks back to his place. Thank you everyone for joining us here today. You all must already know that Rachel and I are starring in Scarlet, our upcoming project. But that is not the only connection between us. Paul turns to me and continues. Rachel, we have done a lot of projects together, and we have been labeled as the power couple quite frequently. Please allow me to make this real. I widened my eyes, realizing what was about to happen. I have fallen in love with you. Will you make me the happiest man alive and marry me? My mind stops working as everyone chants, "Say yes!" I step back, shaking my head at his proposal, and I leave immediately after apologizing. What was that? Why did you leave? Have you lost your goddamn mind? You know I am married. Paul is much better for you. Leave your family behind. Your future will turn out to be the best with Paul. Two of the biggest celebrities together. Imagine the impact. I am not doing this. You are making a big mistake, Rachel. Come back this instant and I won't sue you. She was threatening me now, but I knew better. I had a plan and now I was going to act upon it. Okay, I am coming back, but I will talk to the media first. As you wish. I ask the cab driver to take me back to the restaurant and head inside. Paul stood there with a hopeful face, and Susan showed her triumphant smirk. I was about to snatch it off her face. I am sorry for running away before, but I have something to say. So I request all the reporters to please gather here. I ask the MC to move away and stand in his place. My career has been so important that I had to make a few sacrifices. They weren't easy for me, and I am extremely thankful for the people who have loved me as a celebrity. And they are due knowing about my secret. Paul, I am sorry, but I cannot accept your proposal. I could see Susan fuming and making her way toward me. I am a married woman. This makes her stop in her tracks. And I have a 16-year-old daughter. I cannot betray my family just because of someone's selfish requests. I have broken your trusts, and I would repent for it, and give my all to rebuild the trust. My family has already suffered a lot because of me. Michael, Jenna, if you guys are listening, I am sorry and I love you the most. You are both my priority now. I end the speech and walk to Paul. This must be so embarrassing for you. I hope I can repay you somehow. He holds my hands and assures me that things are going to remain good between us. I thank him and run outside again. I leave before Susan could catch up to me. Need help booking a flight? Yes, please. I already did when you started with, I am a married woman. He sends me the details. You looked so beautiful back there. even better than your characters. We really appreciate you doing this, dear. And don't worry, I will handle that evil woman. My friend is an awesome lawyer with great success rates. He has agreed to help us. I should have done this earlier. I feel so relieved now. A burden has been lifted from my shoulders. Better late than never. Jenna and I will be welcoming you after you arrive. Throughout the plane ride, I ignored the obvious stares and whispers, only greeting a few fans occasionally, and exited immediately after the doors opened. As soon as I collected my luggage from the conveyor belt, I walked to the exit and saw my family standing with some balloons and a banner. We hugged and I hopped in our car before the media arrived and drove to our house. That day was the best day of my life. Later, we managed to null the contract with Susan and broke off all ties with her. She tried to defame me, which resulted in her being sued by me and Paul. I did face backlash from my fans, and I took a hiatus for some time before joining a new agency. This time, my husband and his lawyer friend were by my side to analyze and agree on the contract. It took time, but I managed to return back to the big screens. All this made me realize that opportunities will come and go, but family will always be there for you.